goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Now the toss. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown! And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Kings. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
They're lining up to kick it off, full of momentum after housing that last kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Ohio State's offense will have the first possession of the game. Both of these defenses, David, anchored by star middle backers.
I mean, they're just stars right in the middle of the defense. You'll see them go sideline to sideline, and they will make plays all over the field.
Yeah, these guys are the heart and souls of their defense. They're the leaders. Everybody looks up to them. They're constantly making plays.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Back to throw. It's Flagway. Finds his big tight end. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. This guy makes it look easy, just like a lot of recent Ohio State quarterbacks have.
Now, you can set your watch by these guys. I mean, whether it's C.J. Stroud, Justin Fields, I mean, we can keep going back year after year. They always got a really good signal caller that you can really depend on to make big plays.
He's going to run it. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll have their first possession. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football in a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do, and you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much he'll test that cornerback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. It's O'Neal. Unloads to the right. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. And the Canes will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll bring it back. It's Cephas. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He wants to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to the right side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Oh, picked off. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Hurricane. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the play and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's going to take off. Short gain on the play before he slides. The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Oh, the ball's out on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down two possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this two-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juice.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Just over 20 seconds to play in the half. You just don't want to make a big mistake here. He'll start this drive firing. Catch inside the 25. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Miami. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some...
They fake it, and he'll try to run it in. And that's not going to come close. I'm not even sure what they were thinking there. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On the ground, it's Gibson. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. We're ready to get it started here in the second half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
And the Buckeyes in the hurry-up. Grabbed behind the line. It's Sturdivant. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Skips away from pressure. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Off play action on first down. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. It's a fumble. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Trying play action.
Wow, the Miami linebacker shows you his speed on that play. And linebacker in speed, synonymous when you're thinking about Miami Hurricane defense. Think about Ray Lewis, Jonathan Vilma, Dan Morgan, DJ Williams. Guys that can go sideline to sideline and guys...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And this crowd is up for grabs, and not much excites them like back-to-back sacks. Third and long. They go to the ground. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Makes a move. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Looking to scramble. With the catch, it's Haynes. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Miami 20, Ohio State 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. He'll pitch it. Headed to the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Now the toss. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he'll be brought down.
Man, they got him on the ground just short of the 1-yard line. The running back, you could tell he wanted to get in there, wanted to use his power and try to fall forward, but a nice job of tackling by the defense and making that thing fall just short.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. He's going to pass. Makes the grab. It's Jordan. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism, but they have had a plan for him, whether it's man coverage, zone, they've been able to double him, they've been able to change up the looks, and they have not been able to get him involved in the game, and that's why they're going to win this one.
Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Throws to the wideout. Fires and picked off. Bringing it back. The 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane.
Yeah, how about that, man? 4th down.
Oh, they're faking it. The holder's going to try to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the 2-point conversion. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Nah, just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting. Keep throwing the football. Try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
30 short. They've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there, almost had it in his grasp. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. They're bringing heat. He'll pull it down. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.